Good afternoon. I'm going to do that teacher thing and say, good afternoon. Wow, look at that. It does work. My name is Ben Bugale. I'm the Director of Traditional Music and Worship here at Ingomar United Methodist Church, and we are thrilled to have you here for recital number 4 out of 5 for year 5 of our annual Ingomar United Methodist Church Summer Recital Series. Even saying those words makes it feel like time is an illusion. If you take a look at your program here, you can learn about what's going on today. We have Dr. Taras Filenko and friends. We have a lot of friends here. And if you look at the inside of the program, we have what is going to happen on the left side, and on the right we have our guests. Those are the friends. We also have what this concert is dedicated to, because it's been 40 years since the Chernobyl disaster. So there's going to be a theme of that going on as well. I want you to take a look at the back of your program for a second. You see there's only one performance left in the recital series. It's in that little yellow highlighted area. That would be mine. So I hope to see you back. It'd be great to have you here. But more important than that is our sponsors that help make this entire series happen. So I give thanks for them and for their generous support. There is a basket in the back, and usually what I say is that money where you can give, where you can free will offering, that money goes to the recital series, it goes to Ingomar United Methodist Church, it goes to our music ministry. 100% of the proceeds today are going to support humanitarian efforts in Ukraine. So everything you give today is going to help support what they're going through. So I invite you to open your hearts, open your minds, and consider giving today. I think I've covered just about everything, so it is my honor to introduce at this time and to invite to the chancel Dr. Taras Filenko.
This is not a Taras Filenko and friends. It's quite opposite, completely opposite. Friends in Taras Filenko. Without friends, nothing would happen. And the friends make art, music, and culture viable and presentable. So friends, and thank you so much for everyone, for you, because you're my friends. This is not a concert to me. It's just almost like a family gathering. You are part of my family, because I'm trying to share with you what is the most important to me right now is the culture of Ukraine that has been under tremendous stress and jeopardy. And so the war in Ukraine is not for land, it's not for resources, it's for national identity. And even though this war is a man-made disaster, Russian man-made disaster, but exactly 40 years ago it was another man-made Soviet disaster in Ukraine. Chernobyl disaster. And it was exactly the same day in the end of April when it happened. And I found out about this disaster actually 3 days after, because I was a choir conductor in a group of scientists, nuclear scientists. And one of the lady just approached me after this rehearsal, and she quietly said, "I know that your son is 2 years old. Take him and send him as far as you can. Because look at the backyard from the tall building. This is buses sitting for 2 days with the engine turning on constantly. So they expect explosion basically every moment." So this is my memory of the end of April. And in a couple of days it was a stampede in a train station. I never seen anything like this in my life. Only in the movies, in the World War II movies, how people. And 2 or 3 days after that, it was the most kind of bizarre feeling when I was walking to Academy of Music, because it was entry exam, and city of Kyiv, which is 3.5 million at that time, there is no woman, there's no children on the streets. Mostly men, because women and children being sent away as far as. So this is my memory of Chernobyl, where my son was 2. And I'm going to share the beautiful art from Ukraine. Even though it's a beautiful sunny day, but will be very intense concert. It's not concert for entertainment. I select pieces accidentally. I look through the program last couple of weeks. It will be difficult program. So I would ask your patience. It will be contemporary music. It's not a classical, it's not baroque, it's not even romantic. It will be a lot of dissonances, a lot of tension. It's mostly first century music. Except for the few points that they will show to you. So this there with a lot of dissonances. Because our life is basically consonants and dissonance. At the present time, it's much more dissonance in my heart than consonants. When it's not, we'll start. This is a map of Ukraine, and on top you can see this on the rest where Chernobyl. Chernobyl actually a very beautiful area. It's like eastern Pennsylvania. There's meadows and fields and a lot of streams. It's a quite beautiful area. And at that time, it was kind of so many uncertainty. If hundreds of people sacrificed the first couple of days, would be alive online and they actually pass away? Maybe our life the world can be very different. And the next slide. Next slide. Okay, I'm going to play this before last slide. But I have to admit that this program developed like a stream or no water. I met a fantastic artist 2 weeks ago in the art gallery, in the glass art gallery. And her name is Catherine Mulcahy. She is a wonderful glass artist and the founder of the beautiful glass art guild. And they saw on the wall beautiful, huge, it's actually the whole wall, and it's beautiful yellow flowers with the blue dots. And I said, this is a map of Ukraine? And she said, yes. And Catherine, are you here? Are you here in the hall? Catherine, where are you? No? Anyway, she brought this art to our country. And also, several weeks ago, Elsa brought to me a book on Chernobyl from the library, from Queen's Library. And the book is this. Yes? Is it better? Nobody is perfect. And the gentleman who published this book, his name is Michael Haritam. He went to Ukraine, he went to Chernobyl, and he made a fantastic photograph books on sale today. And I think that is one of the few rare examples where artists move in the zone, in the prohibited zone, and made these photographs, because it's still dangerous. I was there about 25 years ago, and it was quite a tough place, with wild dogs around you, and wolves, and people living there, especially old women. They just don't have place to go anywhere. And it's a kind of ghost place. And even some fugitive from prison lives there. I've been told. I never seen them. So it's a kind of very bizarre place, very tough to comprehend. And maybe for 1,400,000 years it will be uninhabited, as far as I've been known. So I'm going to play a couple of pieces for you as a kind of background for the film that Michael made with his photographs. Michael, where are you? Michael, can you stand up, please? Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your dedication and for our absolutely wonderful job. And Michael brought the photographs on the aisle on the right side, so you can look after the concert. Thank you, Michael, because very few people can do this what you did. Thank you very much. Because it's not easy even to come to this zone. I was many years ago with a scientist from Hiroshima. They came after year after year, and I was shocked because the books were still open in the desk and the slippers still sitting next to the entrance to the house. I came to Pittsburgh in '95, and in '96 it was the 10th anniversary of Chernobyl disaster. And my friend, who is a composer, who is a British-American composer, his name is Andrew Kaiser. I told him, you know, Andrew, can you do something for this event? Write something, write some music. And he asked me for poetry. And accidentally I found the poetry of the young woman. She is 14 years old. She was very sick with radiation. She's from Chernobyl. And I found this small poem for him, and he wrote in 10 days, he wrote the piece called Doля, means fate, for choir, organ, and soloist. And for the first time, this piece has been performed in the Heinz Chapel in 1996. This will be the second time this piece is going to perform for you. It's called Doля by Andrew Kaiser. The next piece in our program is a partita. Partita by Miroslav Skorik. I used to work in the same Academy of Music with him in Ukraine. Even though we kind of friends and colleagues, but I never knew until almost the very end of his life that he was sentenced to Siberia when he was 5 years old with his family from Western Ukraine, being Western Ukrainian intellectuals. And he was in Siberia for until 1954 when Stalin died away and they will move back. So the fear was so contagious and so severe that people even afraid even to talk about this. Why I'm saying this? Because I debated with myself, should I bring this piece to your attention or not? Until very last moment. This piece is not easy to comprehend, to understand, to enjoy. This is a very dramatic piece. It's very kind of tense, and psychologically and psychiatrically it's very difficult. It's like, you know, when I was in Ukraine last year, I found out that people in Ukraine, they have kind of damaged psychologically. They can talk about life, and they're talking about, and suddenly it's kind of like another way. Like, I just remember this young woman just talking to me on the street, and suddenly she hit herself, how stupid I am. I'm wearing a high heels. Because if the bomb alert, if the Russians start to bomb, I have to run to the bomb shelter. So it's a kind of almost like multi-layer of consciousness with a kind of sporadic, almost like a fragmentation of the psyche. And for me, this piece, these five parts of this piece, kind of reflection of this mind of Ukrainian people. It will be a lot of collage, a lot of kind of fragmented thoughts, and sometimes funny, sometimes painful, and sometimes almost like a simple, stupid, kind of strange. At the very end, be patient. It will be 42 chords, and I will show it to you. It's called clusters. Cluster means when you played cluster, and after this cluster, it will be like this. So from this dissonance, one chord will be minor and down here. And when I played this first piece, first time, I didn't know how to deal with this. Why it's like 42 times you have this cluster and you hold 3 notes. And now I kind of sense this as a chaos and a quiet consonance. Kind of spot drop of dissonances and consonances. So I'm going to play this piece. It's called Partita, 5 parts. Thank you. And thank you for ladies. It was my idea to bring a beautiful young woman on the stage with embroidery and costumes from different parts of Ukraine that have been affected by Chernobyl disaster. And thank you so much for being here. We're going to present two vocal pieces, art songs from Ukraine. And a beautiful singer, Victoria, is going to perform this in Ukrainian. So I'm going to ask her to come. Victoria, oh, thank you. And it will be two pieces by very famous composer Yakov Stepovy. By the way, his brother moved to France, and he survived until 1945. But this young man, like many other artists and composers and writers and poets, accidentally or non-accidentally been erased from the history of Ukraine in this 1920s and later 1930s. This one. When the war begins in Ukraine, the first year was kind of shock and devastation. The second year, I decided to have these concerts all over places that I can be invited. I can first in the United States, and after that in other countries. And over the last year, I was in 17 countries. And at 3 o'clock tonight, I'm flying to China and to Korea, and after that to Ukraine later. I asked my friend, who is a composer, can you write something for me to share with my friends and audience, contemporary music nowadays? And he said to me, you know what, everything is so close to my heart right now. Everything is so close. I can write music. And then was nagging him and said, maybe you'll write something like your thoughts. By the way, you know what I'm going to, I made a copy for you. And he sent me via WhatsApp 3 pieces written by pencil. I barely can manage to look at this. And I said, Victor, what's going on? Can you write down something that I can play? And he said, no, because we don't have electricity. And I'm afraid to lose my music on the computer. So he put on a pencil. And I make a copy for you, just to look how the score arrived to me in Pittsburgh a couple of years ago. So I'm going to play this piece. It's not even a piece, it's the thoughts. It has 3 parts. One part is called Passacaglia. Passacaglia means procedure, movement, walking. And when I was in Kiev, one day I walked on my street. It's like Pittsburgh, very, very hilly, up and down. And I saw this young man, like maybe it's 7 o'clock in the morning, and he's walking from my apartment in Kiev just uphill like this, talking to someone on a cell phone, and very slowly walking uphill. And for me, when I'm playing this piece now, this young man whom I never met, always staying in my mind. This is called Passacaglia, means walking procedure, walking places. So I'm going to play this piece for you. It lasted only 1 minute, 1.5 minutes. It's not even a music, it's his thought. second piece called Largo, slow. Largo is one of the slowest tempo. And I asked him, Victor, what do you put in this music? And he said to me, it's like monks singing like prehistoric chant with one voice and maybe another thoughts here and there, and sometimes is aligned with his thoughts, sometimes not. Because he's a very religious man, and for him, spiritual music is very important. He said that sometimes I'm writing in a Baroque period, even though it's the 21st century, not the 17th century. So the next piece called Largo. And sometimes in his music, he's used, it's called ostinato. Ostinato means a constant repetitive pattern, like boom, boom, one note or some segment, constant repetition of some segment. And he said to me, this is also kind of part of my psyche, or my thoughts right now. The last piece is called Epitaphy. And the theme he took from one of the most important and controversial piece by Beethoven, from his quartet, Opus 103. Because it's a very remote piece. At that time, Beethoven was deaf, almost ostracized, because he was so different from the rest. And he couldn't talk, he couldn't hear what happened in the outer world. So his world was in the music itself. And the theme from his quartet sounds like this. And Victor Stepurko decided to use the theme for his last piece. next piece I decided to change because it's too intense now. I decided to play for you a piece called Kolomyka. Kolomyka means round dance. It's very often danced in the mountains by men who waiting for the spring or something to come, and they have this kind of round dance. It's like almost like a whirling dervishes, just moving around and in a spirit of something. So it's called Kolomyka by Miroslav Skorek. Next piece is another very special music for me. When the war begins, the composer, whose name is Michael Minard from New York, he wrote a piece for violin and piano. To my knowledge, is the first piece, the first music that been written for war in Ukraine outside of Ukraine. And he called this piece triptych, 3 parts. I gave this piece to outstanding violin player, Jennifer Orchard. She's a soloist. She is the first violin in a Pittsburgh Symphony. And she took it, she learned it. It's not easy to learn this piece. And we made the first recordings of this music a couple of years ago. So, as I said, everybody is so generous all these 5 years and beyond. All these concerts for free. It's a lot of effort to put into practice this piece and to learn this piece. It's hundreds of hours. And singers, poets, writers, musicians put all together to make these events happen. Jennifer is here, and she's bringing this beautiful, by the way, extraordinary violin. I don't even tell you how much it cost. I even don't know, I would guess. And it's not about cost, it's not about violin, it's about master who is going to play this piece. Jennifer Orchard. And by the way, Michael Minard called me today, and he said, this piece is so special to me that I'm going to be with you in spirit. He said that I'm very happy to come to Pittsburgh and to be part of this audience, but everything that I put on a staff notation is from my heart. Ukraine right now. So everywhere in the world, this simple but beautiful melody, it's called melody, became like a flag, banner, sign of sacrifice, of love, of compassion. Melody by Recital. Thank you so very much. It was quite moving, you know. Every time when I'm playing this music with Jennifer, she's so thoughtful and such a depth in the melodies, in the music. So I'm very grateful for her, for everybody, and for people who come together. Last time I was here on the same stage, and after that I was shocked. I was impressed, not shocked, impressed with generosity, because all this thousands of dollars that we collect been sent to the camp for children that been taken from the occupied territories for rehabilitation with art, with music, and so all your donations from last year went to this camp. Thank you so much, so very much, and I hope you enjoyed. And it's kind of, we established another kind of spiritual bridge between Ukraine and you. Thank you so much again. Thanks a lot. Thank you all. And I would like all participants come to the stage. All participants, all artists, you girls too. Please come to the stage. Jennifer, Victoria, Benjamin. Where is Benjamin? Thank you to all. Thanks a lot. Thank you very much for everything. And thank you for your generosity. All the concerts is free, and all this practicing and presentation on the stage is from the bottom of the hearts of this young men and women. Thank you so much again. Thank you.
Thank you all again for being here. We've got one more recital in the series next week, so we hope you come back for that. Don't forget there's a basket in the narthex in the back, and there's all kinds of other things to consider, so go take a look. Thanks again for being here.